Imagine spending your entire life chained inside a cave. You can't turn your head. You can only watch shadows moving across a wall. To you, those shadows are reality. Over 2,300 years later, psychology and neuroscience suggest Plato may have been describing something that still happens inside our own minds, not because we're physically trapped, but because our brains constantly create their own version of reality. Around 380 BCE, the Greek philosopher Plato described the allegory of the cave in his work, The Republic. In the story, prisoners mistake shadows for reality because they've never seen anything else. When one prisoner escapes and discovers the outside world, he realizes everything he believed was incomplete. But when he returns to tell the others, they reject him. Plato wasn't talking about caves. He was asking, how do we know what's actually real? Modern neuroscience agrees on one surprising fact. Your brain doesn't simply record reality, it constructs it. Neuroscientist Anil Seth explains in his book Being You that perception is a controlled hallucination, constantly updated by sensory evidence. In psychology, the famous invisible gorilla experiment by Daniel Simons and Christopher Chabris showed participants counting basketball passes. Nearly half completely missed a person in a gorilla suit walking across the screen. The gorilla wasn't invisible. Their attention made it invisible. Scientists call this inattentional blindness. Your brain filters reality every second. Today, many researchers argue our caves aren't made of stone, they're made of algorithms, confirmation bias, echo chambers, and selective attention. Cognitive psychologist Daniel Kahneman described in Thinking Fast and Slow how our minds rely on mental shortcuts that can fool us without us realizing it. Plato warned that escaping the cave is uncomfortable because it forces us to question everything. Science suggests he was right. Reality is often stranger and far more complicated than what our brains first allow us to see. Maybe Plato's cave was never just a story. Maybe it's a warning. The greatest prison isn't the one around us. It's the one we never realize we're inside.